In this town, there's no off-season. The news never stops, and neither do we. It's always game day in Cleveland with Andy Baskin and Daryl Ryder.
Welcome to another Brownie Bites week that was edition of It's Always Game Day in Cleveland. I'm Daryl Ryder. Well, it was a week of changes for the Browns, starting with the quarterback situation. Of course, starter Deshaun Watson is out for the season after he suffered a ruptured right Achilles in last Sunday's 21-14 loss to the Cincinnati Bengals. Watson underwent successful surgery on Friday. The team says a full recovery is expected. On Wednesday of this week, Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski dropped this bomb on all of us.
I'm going to have Ken call the plays this week. Moving forward, that's the plan. I've told you guys before, we have a very, very collaborative process in how we work, both during the week and on game day. So I will continue to assist Ken in the offense as we game plan, as we get into the game. But I have total confidence in Coach Dorsey and the offensive staff. Yeah, I'm just always looking at what we can do to just be a little bit better. And truth is, we have to be better on offense. And, Coach Dorsey is somebody that I rely on very heavily, and I just feel like this is the right thing for the team. Ken's a guy that I have total trust in. He does a good job with the quarterbacks, does a good job with the offense, so just felt like this is the right thing to do. Yes, yeah, fully my decision. I mean, it obviously does in the sense that you're not sending plays in every 40 seconds, but that's always been part of my job to make sure that I know what's going on for the football team, the offense, the defense, the special teams. So maybe with the offense having the ball, there's more opportunities there, but that's always part of the game. I'm very confident in Ken, and I'm very confident in our offensive staff. I feel that this is, when you're talking about playing good football and putting game plans together, it's never one person's job. It's really a collaborative effort. So I have a ton of faith in all of our coaches, and Ken calling the plays doesn't change that collaborative approach. Every single week I'm looking at things that we can do better, and we need to improve. Felt like this is the right move for right now.
So Ken Dorsey takes over as play caller for the worst offense in the NFL. Can we expect material changes with the offense? Will things be different? We shall see.
I think a lot of reflection for us and for Kevin. Kevin's got a great feel and pulse of this team from day one since he stepped in the building. I feel like so. I think it's a lot of reflection, a lot of just evaluating where we're at, and I think it was a decision that just is made for right now. And again, we take these things week by week. I think at the end of the day, we're really going to still just look at, all right, how are we going to best attack a defense based off of our personnel and try to utilize our personnel in the best way. And that's just the focus on a week-to-week basis. And so I think that's the way I approach it. I think that's the way Kev approaches it. And I think that's the best way is, how can we utilize the personnel that we have based off of what we have available to us that week and what we're seeing on defense, and how can we best attack them. I feel like I've been able to provide perspective to these guys no matter what my role is. I don't know if there's there's not a magic, a magic coach or a magic pill, to play better on offense. It's going to be work, it's going to be attention to detail. It's going to be us at the end of the day locking in and fighting and going out and playing with, extreme physicality, playing with speed, playing with confidence, So in terms of that perspective, I think I'm taking that same approach as a coach as every player should be. We want to freaking go out and play fast, physical, accountable football to each other. And I think that's the approach I'm going to take, and I think that's the approach that every single player should take that steps out on the field.
Back to the quarterback situation. Dorian Thompson-Robinson jammed his right middle finger, relieving Watson in the loss to the Bengals. That forced Jameis Winston, who was the emergency quarterback, to come on there in the fourth quarter. He threw a touchdown and 2-point conversion late. Winston will start Sunday with Dorian Thompson-Robinson serving as the backup.
First off, man, I'm extremely grateful to have yet another opportunity to do what the Lord has called me to do. in the NFL, and that's be a starting NFL quarterback. So I'm beyond grateful for this, and I am prepared, and I will do my very best. I view this as an opportunity to go out there and be my very best. And when I'm my very best, I'm a great NFL starter. What I can do is be decisive, keep everything simple, and just do my job. What we can do as an offense is to be decisive, keep things simple, and do our job. When I had the opportunity to sit behind Drew Brees and Sean Payton in 2020 during the year of COVID, then I understood the importance of the process of being an NFL quarterback. What does it take to beat this specific team? What does it take for a quarterback to make the plays that he should make and to not make the plays that he should make? So I think my involvement as a quarterback has been every year, but I believe knowing the plays not to make instead of knowing the plays that I am capable of making.
This will be the 6th straight week that the Browns will shuffle their offensive line. Wyatt Teller returns, but Jedrick Wills Jr. is now out with a knee injury. It looks like DeJuan Jones, who started the first 5 games of the season in place of Jack Conklin at right tackle, that he will slide over and play in place of Wills. Should also mention the emergency quarterback on Sunday for the Browns is going to be Bailey Zappi. They signed him off the Chiefs practice squad earlier this week, and Kevin Stefanski said he feels like Zappi has gotten quickly up to speed. On Thursday, following threats from the city of Cleveland to sue the Browns, invoking the Modell Law to keep the team in Cleveland, the Browns went ahead and sued Cleveland in U.S. District Court to get clarity on the application of that law when it comes to their desire to build a $2.4 billion dome as well as an additional $1 billion development in the city of Brook Park. The team believes that their obligations to Cleveland and the existing taxpayer-funded stadium will end with the expiration of the lease following the 2028 NFL season. That, of course, also when the financial obligations, including loans and debt obligations for that current stadium, will all be paid off. Back on the field, it is the Baltimore Ravens once again rolling into town on a roll. They have won their last 5 games behind stellar performances from Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, and that potent Ravens offense. Some good news for the Browns. Baltimore doesn't exactly have a great pass defense. That's the good news. The bad news is it hasn't mattered for the Browns in the first 7 games. They are 1-6, having lost 5 in a row. Andy Baskin and I are going to return for our post-game podcast following Sunday's game, so be sure to join us for that. Thanks as always for watching us on YouTube, as well as downloading and subscribing wherever you get your podcasts, and of course, that includes our free Odyssey app. For my partner, Andy Baskin, I'm Daryl Ryder, reminding you, it's always game day in Cleveland.